Is it the end of the world as we know it?
Justin Timberlake single-handedly brings down American democracy.
So you might as well sleep naked. Coming up on The Point. Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. Now, this show is actually being released on Election Day. So if you are seeing this on Election Day, go vote. And if you're seeing it after Election Day, Hillary hopes you voted. We have two special guests today. One is Hillary. I'm going to keep her here, at least for a little while. Good thoughts.
What does the back of her jacket say?
It says the battle axe.
What does that mean?
So, see, she's got little boxing gloves. So, you knock her down.
She stays down for good.
Wait, didn't she like
She's
have trouble
supposed to-
getting into the car?
Oh, no, it doesn't have to, like, no.
I don't think you blew that up enough.
Oh, well, we'll deal with
Light taps.
light taps. We have Hillary, but we also have back with us Fatality.
Hey,
And how are you today, Faye?
I'm good. The tattoo, it's a little cool.
Yeah.
They are on fleek, as they say. Okay, well, since you may be watching this on Election Day or maybe after, but here's an interesting thing. Justin Timberlake. Okay, so he flew back to his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee from LA to vote, to take part in early
Were
voting.
there any stopovers on the flight? Or was it a direct flight?
Why?
I just like to derail things. All right, carry on.
He's rich, so I'm sure it was direct.
Yeah, on his own plane.
Thank you. What's in your cup?
I don't know.
We don't even know. So he went and he voted, and he wanted to let everybody know that he was voting, and to encourage other people to vote. So he took a picture of a selfie of him voting, put it on social media, and guess what? He's in trouble with the law because in Tennessee, it is illegal to take photos in a polling place. And in fact, the Huffington Post put out a whole state-by-state guide because different states have different rules in terms of are you allowed to take pictures in the polling place, in the voting booth, blah, blah, blah. Is the law not keeping up with technology here? I mean, everybody has a camera on them all the time.
Yeah, but why are you taking pictures of yourself voting?
To promote voting.
Yeah.
To promote voting.
Like, how much more promotion does the world need? Like,
lot.
Well, voter
There's still-
turnout is always garbage.
Yeah.
especially
So
this
when you
year,
get
I
people
feel
like
everybody knows.
Justin Timberlake, who probably has like easily 300 followers.
Easily.
Usually.
Maybe 350.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean,
Pushing
he
it,
hasn't been in NSYNC for a while. But, you know, like, it's sort of like, oh, hey, it's today, it's going, because, you know, people ignore ads, people ignore whatever, but you're going to check on JT's Instagram feed, you know what I mean? Like, you're more likely to look at that than some promoted ad on Facebook.
I mean, the whole rock the vote thing was a way. Plus, I mean, well, I was going to say younger people are more interested in what Justin Timberlake is doing, but maybe not.
Not
maybe not.
Not that I know.
I pay attention to Justin Timberlake because I remember him back from the NSYNC
he's
days.
aging just like we are.
Oh.
Well, thank you for that.
Wonderful.
Yes, thank you. But you were making an interesting point that the Huffington Post has this state-by-state guide, but why is this even a state-by-state?
Why is it a state-by-state thing? This is one of those stupid, smaller government, leave it up to the states, run amok kind of idea that happens in America all the time, which is like there should just be one rule. You either can take photos or you can't, or whatever it is, and that's across your entire country.
Oh.
There's no reason why Arkansas's voting laws, of whether you can take a picture in the polling station but not while you're actually doing your ballot or filling out your ballot. But New Jersey has a different one. You know what I mean? Like,
And why don't they have signs? Why don't they just put signs up like you're at the airport and you can't carry certain things? Like just put a no picture.
Well, but that's another thing. Like, are polling places not keeping up with this concept that everybody has a camera? And everybody is taking. You asked, why are people taking selfies? People take selfies for selfie's sake.
so the question is, where does, if it's not keeping up with technology, where did the law even come from? Like, why is there a prohibition on photos in certain parts of the polling station?
I'm
or
assuming.
whatever? Like, is it the press? Was that where
no,
it came?
I'm assuming, and I'd have to check this, but I'm assuming it's because there was voter intimidation back in the day, so people would take the pictures to basically to suppress the vote. But it's a different era now. People, cameras aren't about suppressing the vote. People.
If anything, and now at this point, cameras are used to give a voice to the disenfranchised, to people. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
Documentation.
Yeah.
I'm also. I voted absentee in my home state of Vermont, and
Absentee?
well, absentee.
Yeah.
Absentee.
Absentee.
Absentee. And I noticed a lot of people who are, Facebook friends and whatnot were putting their ballots, before they send them in, absentee or whatever, they were putting them online, a good day to vote for Hillary kind of thing. And so I put mine up as well. But then I read this and I go, oh, wait, now I wasn't in a polling place, but I just wonder what's the harm in, if anything, it proves that this was my vote, right? It's not like, oh, there's no hanging Chad on my ballot. This is proof of my vote.
But it's like you're influencing others to vote the same way you are, I guess.
Well,
Isn't that what?
Which you are.
Well,
Yeah.
you are on social media. I'm not trying to influence anybody's vote.
But that's what I mean. Like other people will endorse Hillary and stuff, so it's like you know who they're voting for. So why can't you take a picture to show who you're voting for? It's the same thing.
Well, and are the law, because I know that there are laws in Canada where you can't have a foreign person, whoever that is, influence the Canadian election. Like there are laws against that. So like there are laws against. I'm pretty sure Sarah Silverman was actually involved with that. I may be making that
yes,
up.
because
Back in the
she
day where
said
she was saying
something-
you
yes.
should vote for someone or shouldn't vote for whoever, like against Harper or for Trudeau or whatever it was. And they kind of gave her some trouble for that because it's her
but-
influencing a foreign election.
Even
Like,
so, that's not allowed in the States, and that's why there's all this hullabaloo over Vladimir Putin influencing the election in the States. Trying to tip the scales toward Trump.
You're a puppet.
I'm a puppet?
You're a puppet.
You're a puppet. You're a puppet.
You're annoying.
But poor Justin Timberlake. Really, he's just
When
trying
can
to...
that
He'll be
guy catch
fine.
a break?
Poor Justin
Rough
Timberlake.
life.
Leave Justin alone.
He'll be
Leave
fine.
him
Nobody knows what that is
alone.
anymore.
No, really?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know what that.
That was a Brit.
Britney Spears?
Leave Britney
Leave
alone.
Britney alone.
Chris Crocker.
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Good for you.
I saw South Park.
Well, of course, if Trump is elected president, it will be the end of the world.
100%.
But speaking of the end of the world, news came out.
Dark.
What?
Dark.
Dark. I know. It's a very.
It is
it's a,
dark.
It's a dark
We're
show.
ruining our
It's
planet.
a dark show today. Yeah, so
One day at a time.
we've passed what scientists call the carbon tipping point. And this is a permanent, it's not like, we're too much carbon in the atmosphere, we're screwing up the ozone layer. Sometimes you can do things to kind of reverse the negative effects of greenhouse gases, but we have reached a point where there is no going back. And according to scientists, this will lead to extinction. In fact, the Nature Conservancy says that 1/4 of Earth's species could be on their way to extinction by 2050.
Yeah. 10,000 species go extinct every year right now.
as it stands.
So should we just like Thelma and Louise it and put our foot on the gas and just drive right off the cliff because we're already
Well,
heading
if
toward the
Trump
edge.
is elected,
Yeah. Well, there's still people out there that don't believe in climate change. Like they just think it's some sort of theory out there, which it's not. It's actually happening. It's factual. There's evidence stating it. I mean, like you look at the Arctic and everything's melting everywhere. And in the past 60 years, like post-industrial era, the parts per million, as far as like carbon goes, went up 100 points, and it hasn't ever surpassed that until right now, where it went 400 parts per million, which is just done.
So no, go ahead.
And once we reach, so in the past 60 years, the temperature, global average temperature, has gone up 1.5 degrees. Now once we reach 2 degrees, we're done forever. Like there's no going back from that. Things are going to be melting. We're going to lose all coastal cities. Actually, I was reading, and the Taj Mahal will be closed in 5 years' time because of erosion. And that is a fact.
The entire city of Miami will disappear
Yeah.
because of
Venice,
erosion.
Venice is going to be gone. Everything will be gone. Like it's terrifying.
Okay, so this is a really bad situation. Here's the question. When you have politicians, who are the people who can really do something, right? They can change the laws that impact the climate change levels. But you have people like, I don't remember his name, but he's a senator in the U.S. Senate, Republican from, I forget, Oklahoma or something. It snowed in Washington, D.C. This was 1 year, 2 years ago. It snowed in Washington, D.C. He brought a snowball into the Senate chamber and said, look, here, it snows. We can't have global warming. This is proof. Which, of course, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So how do we, when there are clearly climate change deniers, people who, I mean...
How do you deny it? I don't understand.
Because they don't believe in it.
How do you, look at, I mean, Donald Trump, I know you don't want to talk about Donald Trump, but Hillary can point out, you made fun of a disabled reporter. And he goes, wrong, I never did that. Clearly you did. There's the video that you did it. There's this whole... This is the way not all Republicans, not all conservatives, but many Republicans and many conservatives think this way. They don't care about facts.
Yeah.
They make up, you're entitled, there's a famous saying, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts.
Well, it's this idea of, it's the false equivalency that always gets put forward of, well, I think that global warming is not true. Like, yeah, I don't have to give equal time to your argument because it's bullshit, because it's not based on facts, it's based on your own emotions versus the actual science. So you don't have a valid point that deserves equal consideration. And that's the problem, is this false equivalency between these two sides, where one side actually is based in fact and the other side is based on just whatever they feel like,
Complete opinion, yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the documentary Cowspiracy. Anybody?
No, I haven't.
So it's it pretty much states that it's actually crazy because I wasn't aware of this at all. I thought that most of the carbon emissions were from like us and coal mines.
I just want to make sure Hillary's not in your way.
And like through vehicles and coal power plants and stuff like that. But it's actually 51% of greenhouse gases come from livestock.
What?
Yeah, from waste from livestock and stuff like
Methane.
that. And farm
gas, right?
Yeah. And it's insane. 51%, and that's higher than any other carbon emissions in the world right now.
From their turds?
Yeah, from their turds and just like farming them and tearing down
But
forests.
isn't that how you grow plants and shit? With shit?
Well,
No,
right, but a lot of it
that's-
just gets...
That's different. That's completely different. Watch Cowspiracy. It'll change your outlook on everything.
Well, now that we've totally depressed you about the state of the world, it's time for Tito's Midpoint.
All right, so this week we're playing at this point in time. So I'll just name two things, and you guys have to let me know what you think came first.
The chicken or the egg?
Yeah, basically. All right, now.
But don't eat chickens, because they ruin the environment.
Okay.
I just want to. I would like to just see
beef.
just a version of this show that mutes all of us, and it's just the little comments that Gordon can make under his breath. Just it's dark. It's the proto chicken. Just like these little points.
Okay, Tito.
Yeah.
All right, so first we have the discovery of the Rosetta Stone or the discovery of the first Neanderthal skull.
The Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Well, what came 1st? Well, that language software came much later.
Okay. But yeah, so you guys are right. It was Rosetta Stone. That was in 1799. And the skull was 1829 in Belgium.
Oh, I was too young at that point, so that's why I wouldn't know.
Yeah. You were the first Neanderthal skull.
Tito.
All right, next. The golf tee or the safety pin?
The golf tee.
Safety pin.
The golf tee.
Are you spilling the golf tea?
Golf
Tee?
No, shut
Golf tee. Right? Like the,
Safety pin.
what are you talking? What's a safety? Okay, like
What's a safety pin?
No. Okay, like what are we classifying?
A safety pin is the thing holding these black curtains
The
together.
metal thing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
The metal thing.
That
Safety
is
pin.
that.
But you know what? They're pretty close. Like, okay, so the safety pin was invented in 1849 and the golf tee was invented in 1899.
But the golf tee's wood and it's metallurgy. Like, all right, it's fine.
He's coming to terms.
Yes, okay, next.
Volleyball or basketball?
Volleyball.
Basketball.
Wait. Is it
Basketball.
first or
First, yes. What
What comes first?
Basketball.
Oh,
James
well,
Naismith.
James.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I know James Naismith, but I have no idea when volleyball was invented.
I'm
Like,
guessing.
I'm saying
James
volleyball
Hayes, who was a
still.
Canadian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why does everyone know that?
But
Heritage.
but he
Heritage. Our
invented
heritage
it.
moment.
He invented it in Western
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
Go Mass.
Yeah, it's definitely basketball.
Basketball.
And they were
Very
both
excited.
they were both invented in Massachusetts.
Oh, they're
So
both
volleyball
invented.
also, yeah.
Volleyball was also Massachusetts.
And fun fact, it was originally called Mintonet.
Which
Is
one
that
was?
volleyball?
Volleyball.
Mintonet?
Mintonet. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm
let's
reading
go
it.
and play some Mintonet. That's what that sounds like.
It's a great
Yes.
Yeah.
impression of someone from
actually.
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
So-
let's play some Mintonet. Yeah.
The next one is the discovery of the electron or the invention of the Richter scale.
I want to
scale.
Richter
came
scale
first.
for sure. For
Richter
sure.
scale came first.
Yeah.
Electron.
Do you have something
What do you
against
say?
atoms or?
That's what I say.
Electron.
I said it. I said it already.
So electron or Richter scale?
Richter scale.
Richter
Richter
Electron
scale.
came first, is what I'm saying.
Well, you're the only winner here.
Wow.
The electron was discovered in 1897 and came before the invention of the Richter scale in
Yeah.
1935.
It was visceral.
At least he didn't say what's the Richter scale. I mean, that's, you know.
Wait, do you
That's
know
his
what the
next
Richter
question.
scale
Of course.
Okay,
course.
just checking.
This is just like a version of the midpoint that points out how dumb all of us are.
Next.
Pretty much. The ballpoint pen or the pencil with attached eraser?
Pencil with
atta-
eraser.
No,
Ballpoint
first with
pen.
the pen.
No.
Ballpoint pen.
The ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen.
The pencil, attaching the eraser came later after the
No.
invention of the pencil. So I say the pen came first.
they were
Yeah,
two-
but
there
it's
were two
still
things.
it did come after the pencil, but still before the ballpoint pen.
Okay, well, it's definitely the pencil.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Take it.
How would a pen come before
Sorry,
a
I
You
get-
take it.
I get
No,
very
but the
mixed up.
pencil with
Wrong.
the eraser.
Wrong. Okay, next.
So the ballpoint pen was patented in 30 years later after the pencil. 30 years.
Interesting.
Fun fact.
Tomorrow night?
I'm all
Fun
about
fact.
facts
You
today.
are all about fun facts.
All right, the invention of the mercury thermometer or the discovery of the planet Uranus?
Uranus. was first.
Uranus.
Thermometer.
Thermometer, yeah.
Thermometer.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You're late.
I get it.
It's a,
I get it. Okay.
That's funny.
The planet.
The planet?
The planet, because the planet, you right? Maybe we
Thermometer.
can see it
Thermometer.
sometimes. We can see
Thermometer.
Wait, and you give me hell for my puns?
Why am I?
Well,
That wasn't a pun either.
you do them all the
It's
time.
like sneaky. Right?
was
Okay,
the-
go.
what was the-
Just go.
So yeah, the thermometer was 1714 and came before the discovery of Uranus 1781. It's a big little gap. Big little gap.
Big little gap in Uranus.
It's just a guessing game. You know?
this whole show has gone off the rails.
There's a big gap in Uranus.
All right, last one.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Chop suey or potato chips?
What came first?
It's chop suey.
Potato chips.
Potato chips. Potato
Excuse
chips.
me.
But like,
No.
Chop suey.
Don't
Chop
ask
suey.
No, chop suey is an American invention that was
probably
like
though.
like the St. Louis World's Fair or something.
Really?
Yeah.
How
Stop
do you
talking
know
and
that?
just answer the question.
I think potato chips came first.
That's good that you knew that. I'm gonna have to switch my answer then.
Yeah, me as well.
Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
explain why potato chips is the correct answer, and you're like spilling the tea before I got.
Oh, I didn't know.
Spilling the teen?
the tea.
Oh.
Wait, I'm gonna read the. Hold on.
Enough.
The first potato chips were cooked in New York in a New York hotel in 1865, and chop suey was not invented in China at all.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
actually first cooked in New York City as well for the Chinese ambassador in 1896.
Oh, okay.
Was chips an accident?
I don't have that fun fact is escaping
Well, you didn't
me
read the
right
whole
now.
Wikipedia?
Now we
people
want
You
are
to
definitely went on
cooking meth.
Wikipedia.
No, I didn't.
we want to know about your chips and Uranus on the next midpoint. Thank you, Tito, for today's midpoint. Okay, so Forbes magazine, next talking point. Forbes magazine came up with their 4 reasons for why sleeping naked makes you healthier and wealthier. Did you know that? That sleeping naked is good for you?
I can make money.
That's why I'm broke.
Yeah, you set up a webcam
Yeah.
and you charge a monthly fee.
Wait, why
Wasn't
do I
there a
get out of
girl that
bed in
did
the
that?
morning then?
I think there was
Well,
a lot of people.
Jenny Cam.
Yeah.
Jenny Cam. Jenny Cam.
Jenny Cam?
Jenny Cam.
Jenny Cam?
Jenny Cam?
I think
Right?
we should let Gordon take
Yes.
the lead here. What
What's Jenny
explain
Cam?
this?
So there was a girl. She was the first cam girl, but it wasn't like it was just her. It was just cameras. It was just a camera in her house, and she just like changed in front of it and like just did everything.
like her
in front
living
of
her
it.
life kind of
Yeah, just living her life,
Big
and
brother.
that
Jenny Cam.
that evolved into
Johnny Cam.
everything we have now.
So she's the
Because like
first
she was the
reality
first one to create a website
Huh.
to like just.
When was this?
I think 2003,
Really? Interesting. I
or it
had
might
no
have
idea.
ended in 2003.
Okay.
I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny Cam.
Jenny Cam.
Jenny
She was
Cam.
on stuff. You can search it.
Okay. Thank you, Gordon. And she also invented the safety pin.
What's a safety pin?
Not impressed at all.
Not impressed. Okay, so my first question is, who here sleeps naked?
I used to when I was a
Nobody else sleeps naked in
single
here?
lady.
No.
Jesus.
Wait.
Well, you sleep alone.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
isn't sleep?
What am I
Oh, way to drive by Orange.
Wow.
I mean,
Harsh.
you aren't with someone.
Man.
I'm sorry,
just
I'm sorry,
drilling
do you need
down
a
on the
shoulder to
cigar.
cry on?
Man.
Somebody, a viewer of the show said to me that, wow, Fred, you take any opportunity to touch Ori. And I just realized I just did it. And I
mind,
just
I
did
don't
it
mind,
again. So, but he doesn't mind.
Are
So
we-
it's okay.
So
Okay,
we're talking
so
completely naked.
completely naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. What naked
I
means
wear
completely
boxers,
naked
but like,
doesn't.
you
No,
know what I
that's
mean?
not
Like
naked.
mostly
No,
naked.
No. What do you think? Somebody's wearing a tux to bed? No, it's complete naked.
Well,
is naked.
pajamas are like wearing a
No,
whole fucking
that's
outfit.
Yeah.
naked.
Does anybody still wear pajamas anymore? Like the button-up
Yes.
pants?
Naked is
You
naked.
do?
Do you,
I have a
Faye?
silk pajama.
Oh, that must be comfortable.
I have a onesie.
Silk?
No, but I feel like if I was wearing silk in bed, that I'd be slipping
Only
and
for special
sliding.
Okay, naked means naked.
Okay, so only
Ori.
Yes.
Why do you sleep naked?
It's just comfortable. I feel free. It's like I feel I don't know if I feel constricted or something like that, but like I don't know. I like to just let everything go.
I find it's too free. It's too free.
No,
like
it's-
that's why I need
the way
at
I
least
would
the
be
box. It's
naked
just
right
something.
now if I could.
Well, I would be.
Well, I
Yes,
mean-
no, I.
That's a Patreon tier.
Yeah.
If you want to see an episode
Yes.
of the point where Ori is completely naked.
Just gotta pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ori cam.
Ori cam. So you used to sleep naked.
Yeah, when I was single, I would sleep naked alone, but I
Why do
feel
you
like it's
keep
different.
looking at me when you say that?
I'm not. But no, I feel it's weird. If it's a little weird, I guess, if somebody's beside you and you're naked and
Well,
they're not.
but if you're sleeping with a partner,
Yeah, but if he
Well,
does,
isn't-
if he doesn't sleep naked, then why would it's weird if
then why
I
don't both
am.
of you sleep naked?
Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah.
And we do have a special guest here today.
Okay, so here is no. I don't sleep naked because I actually kind of like you. It's a little too free. I feel like.
And Gordon?
I sleep clothed.
Fully
Like,
clothed.
This is
Actually, I
actually
have
wearing what he
more
sleeps
clothes.
in. He puts on a sweater before going to bed.
Yeah.
And Faye?
Usually like boxers or underwear or something like that. If it's freezing cold, see, I like it cold, So like I actually put the AC on high because I actually want an excuse to use my blanket.
Yeah. That's
Something like underwear, maybe even a t-shirt, if a tank. Or
Because
something like
that whole like being like snuggled up
Yeah.
like a cinnamon bun, like just
Oh, yeah.
in like a chilly room, where you're just like I'm safe and warm in here.
Exactly.
And you don't sleep with these.
If I'm really cold, no.
Okay, so here's the thing. So there are 4 reasons. Researchers at the University of Amsterdam found that lowering your skin temperature increases the depth of your sleep and reduces the number of times you wake up in the night. Stripping down to your birthday suit is a great way to lower your skin temperature without changing the temperature of the room.
Absolutely.
So
I sweat a lot, like more than the average bear. So sleeping naked helps.
there you go.
For a low rate, you can see sweaty Cam.
Sleeping naked reduces stress. Proper rest helps to restore normal hormonal levels, which improves your stress level regardless of what's happening around
Like
you.
the stress of having clothes on.
It's very stressful.
No, it reduces your hormonal levels, your stress hormones.
But I've always
Why?
been stressed since sleeping naked and not sleeping naked.
No, like your cortisol levels, it has a physiological effect.
I don't know about these facts.
Well, this is
Well,
sleeping. Number 3, sleeping naked helps you lose weight. A study conducted by the U.S.
I don't
National
need any more of
Institutes
that.
of what?
I don't need any more of that.
Yeah. National Institutes of Health found that keeping yourself cool while you sleep speeds the body's metabolism because your body creates more of the.
Maybe that's
Maybe that's why, because my metabolism's so freaking high.
It also increases your blood circulation and releases a growth hormone and melatonin.
Huh.
And like people want, human growth hormone to get big, whatever, at the gym.
Just sleep naked.
Sleep naked. And the last one, it says sleeping naked builds confidence. A University of Melbourne study found that confident people earn higher wages and get promoted more often than their less confident counterparts. So you sleep naked, you feel better about your body, you're more confident, and therefore...
This is why you're so successful.
There you go.
So tell me, why are you the best candidate for this job? Well, I do sleep naked. You're hired.
Actually, that's why I showed up naked for the job interview. And Doug has nothing to say about it. I thought he would say something about a Patreon tier for seeing me naked, but
I just thought it'd be
obviously
funny
not.
to let you hang there.
No, he's the one who's hanging there
Oh, well done,
See,
sir.
maybe that's set up.
alone. Well, it's the end of the world.
Hey, yeah. So
For an
everybody
extra
sleep naked.
fee, if you want to see Ori cry himself to sleep.
Okay, it's time for endpoints, and I have an endpoint today that it's total. We're talking about being healthy. This is totally bad for you, but I am so excited about this.
Meth.
Crack cocaine.
General Mills is coming out with a Girl Scout cookie cereal.
Oh.
2 flavors. One is Thin Mints cereal.
Wait, a minty cereal? That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Is it though?
But
Yes.
But one is Caramel Crunch cereal, which is modeled after their Samoa cookies, which are like chocolatey caramel coconut.
He's too excited.
I used to
Goodness.
eat Nesquik every day. It's
Oh.
just chocolate. So what's the difference between this?
What does that have to do with Samoa?
It does. They're just called Samoas.
Like Samoa?
Isn't the rock
The
so
Rock?
Yeah.
No, the
they're
Girl
like
Scout.
really diesel or like
The
just
Girl
big,
Scout cookies.
big
You know
eyes.
what I'm talking about. Samoas. They were my favorite Girl Scout cookie, and now they're making a cereal of them.
Okay.
I find it very
Well,
exciting.
you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doug, you have an endpoint.
Yes, I have an endpoint that you completely stole and said right off the top of the show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, if indeed you are watching this and you are in the States and it is election day, for the love of God, go out and vote and don't let your entire country implode.
An uplifting message. Thank you. Faye, where can we find you?
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Fatality.
No, like what's your home address?
So, and it's I'm Fatality.
Yeah.
I am. Right,
Yeah.
we'll get it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And you'll be performing in and around Toronto, right?
Yeah. Toronto's Buddies on the 19th of November.
Cool. Tito, Bob of the Week, endpoint?
Bop of the week this week is Far East Movement and Marshmello featuring Tinashe called Real Love.
I feel like you're making up most of it. Random words
The
together.
Far East Movement, they did
No,
the Justin
I know
Bieber
Far East
thing.
Movement.
Gonna live Wasn't that Far East Movement?
Marshmallow.
They're like popping
They did
bottles
something
in the
with-
ice.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
And they did a song with
I don't
Justin
know.
Bieber, didn't? Oh,
I don't
anyway.
think so.
Ori,
Hey,
you have an endpoint.
I do. I just really want everybody to get out there and be more informed about climate change because it's something that we can fix, and we just need everybody's help to do that.
Despite what we said earlier.
Despite
in
what
the
we
show.
said, no, we're not quite at the end of the world yet, but we are getting there.
And
If we don't do something about it.
Absolutely.
Recycle.
yes, reduce, reuse, recycle, and sleep naked.
Yeah, all of that.
All that. Well, thank you panel. Thank you everybody. Thank you. If you like us, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. He's putting his thumbs up. What he's putting his thumb up, I don't know, but he's putting his thumb up.
Uranus.
I opened that real wide for you.
Oh my god.
Our crowdfunding page is on Patreon at patreon.com/thepointguys. If you like us, please, please, please support us. Also like us on Facebook for all the latest updates on the show. You can like us on Twitter and Instagram at thepointguys. And for all things The Point, visit our website, thepointguys.net. It is election day when this show is being released. Hopefully, by the next time we see you, the world will not have imploded and all will be well with the world.
Congratulations, Hillary, in advance.
In the meantime, join us every week. We have a new show up every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
Point.